All right, welcome to another daily market review. Today is Wednesday, February the 25th. Let's take a quick look at S&P 500 futures. Let's see what happened today. So, yesterday I did mention that the first possibility that I see happening for Wednesday was I said I see happening for Wednesday was that we would eventually go kind of have a slow grind uptrend day, eventually come here. This was my first take profit. This was my second. I did say that no guarantees that I'll get the second one, but I was more uh, I was more certain that I would be getting the first take profit, and sure enough, that's what we got. I thought the day would be a little bit more of a slow grind up, and instead we got a swifter move, and then we closed somewhere around here, and then we had the aftermarket move, after close move, which it was. We came back to this level right here, kind of chopped along that level, and two scenarios that I see from here. Let me get rid of all the other drawings just so that I can show you what I think. So from here on, if we will continue chopping along here, we could as well come here to test this level. Now, I don't see us breaking down like this on the first try. I think it will give us either a couple opportunities, or it might even sort of come back up and then do this. That's the negative scenario for me. And then the positive scenario is that once we get here, if we don't spend too much time, if we start already going up, then we would be having more of a range in this upper area. So we either ranging here in the lower part. If we're chopping along, then we're just failing here, just staying in this area. Or if we're not going to spend too much time tonight here, this level will most likely hold, and then we would have this kind of range. I don't see a scenario. I don't think that's gonna happen, at least in my opinion, that we're gonna just blast through on the first try. So that's what I think. Now, regarding volume profile, let's do a quick check on that. Is it supporting the conclusions? Pretty much. Huge cluster right here, another cluster right here. We're right in between these clusters. There's another small one right here, but I think we're basically right now right in between these two, and we're either gonna hold in this one, or we're gonna come and hold in this one. I don't think we're just gonna cover this distance immediately. We always could. We could always come right here, right at this zone. We could always close the gap, as they say. You know, once you always, when I see these gaps, I think to myself that this gap could close at any time. It's possible. And then the clusters, in my opinion, should just serve as levels and hold off the price from moving too far too above or below the cluster, but eventually obviously they will break. The question is when. I think for tomorrow, for Thursday, we're more likely to get a range in either this zone or this zone. So volume profile pretty much, in my opinion, supports these conclusions. And then let's take a look at VWAP and the weekly as well. VWAP doesn't say anything really. Maybe it's implying that we were a little bit overextended here, and then we could potentially touch this band, possibly come here, the actual volume weighted average price itself. But I don't know. I think we're likely to stay within these parameters right here for Thursday. So do with that what you will. This is not an investment advice, obviously. I'm not a registered financial advisor, and so on and so forth. Manage your risk. And then moving on to ETF. Same kind of picture. Did say that we're gonna come here. This was my first take profit. This is what I wanted to see for the second take profit, and sure enough, we got it right here, and then right here. I did not wait for this one. I actually did close on the S&P 500. I did close earlier right here. I should be getting to showing you guys my trades. I will eventually get to that either live, or if not, I'll try to at least record them as they happen and then upload them. And then eventually I do want to try some live trading sessions as well, although I don't know how it would feel if I do get subscribers, if I do get people watching me. It's interesting how I'm going to trade if I know somebody's watching me like at that exact moment as I'm pressing the buy and sell buttons. That's going to be interesting. So let's see. And then with S&P 500, I think pretty much same kind of idea, although this volume cluster is much more prominent here. And then this could still hold, but I don't know. This tells me that we're, for some reason, when I look at the S&P 500, the ETF, the fact that the gap is going to close, that idea seems more likely to me. So for the ETF, I'm going to say it is possible that if we spend too much time, we could come here and just close the gap. And that's going to be my more of a sort of a bearish idea, as they say. And then I don't like the words bear and bull, or bearish and bullish. And then if not, if we just open here, let's say, I think they open the electronic or extended trading hours, whatever they call them, start at 1 a.m. Pacific. So let's say we open here and we immediately go up. More likely than not, I think we would just stay in this zone right here. So that's more of an upside idea. And then let's see. Yeah, don't think this is likely for Thursday, for tomorrow. So I think we're just likely to stay in the oversold upper bands for now, at least. That's what I think. And then quickly pop over to Bitcoin. I might start covering Ethereum or Solana in the future. Let's see. I know a lot of people are interested in altcoins, the ones who trade crypto. So Solana, ETH, stuff like that, maybe potentially for future, we'll see. And then with Bitcoin, I had the same kind of idea. My first preference was that it's just gonna go in a nice uptrend way and just reach somewhere here. Did overshoot a little bit. We went a little bit higher right here instead of just here. That's fine. It's not a problem. And then from here, I do think on Bitcoin we look a little bit overextended. Certainly if we do not spend too much time here, we could just range, maybe come here, and then once we spend a lot of time here, then I would be thinking that we could even break up, potentially. Other than that, if we do spend a lot of time chopping here, eventually this level is likely to break. We do have this here, right here, and then we could just spend some time doing something like that. So pretty much same thinking, just like with S&P 500, a lower range or an upper range. Don't see any strong uptrend days or any strong downtrends from here. I don't see that personally. So that's what I think. And then regarding educational videos, I'm planning to upload the volume weighted average price video pretty soon, sometimes this week, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll upload another daily market review tomorrow, and let's see where this channel goes. Pretty excited. Thank you.